Hello, my name is Lonnie Glosson, and I'll be your instructor for this course in American History Online. I wanted to do this video to give you a chance to hear some of the main points about this course, as well as get a chance to kind of see what I'm like. The first thing you need to do is print off a copy of your syllabus from the course page. That syllabus will be more up to date than the more generic syllabus you might have gotten off the school's website, and that'll give you the important things that you need to know for this course. Be sure you read it thoroughly and understand it well. This video will help you understand some of those points in that syllabus. First of all, let me go over some of the assignments that we'll be doing from week to week. First of all, each week you will have a reading in your textbook. In addition to that, we will also have, usually every week, a discussion forum. I will ask some question that has to do with the material we're covering at the time, hopefully something thought-provoking, and then you will, through the discussion forum link, post your response to that question. Then, after you've posted your response, you'll read some of the responses that other students have made and make some replies to them. And also check back and maybe respond to some of the replies that people have made on your initial answer. I expect usually you should make your initial post and then at least do 2 or 3 post replies throughout the week, and that's what I'll be grading. As you do those, first of all, remember to base whatever you say on facts. Now, this is also your opinion, but your opinion should be based on the facts that you are learning. So make sure you understand the question and the material regarding it well, and make a thoughtful, fact-based reply. Cite some of the examples that might back up whatever your opinion is. Also, be sure you communicate clearly. On a discussion post like this, anytime you're communicating in writing, you have to communicate well enough that people know what you mean. Therefore, use correct grammar and correct punctuation. Don't use abbreviations like you would in texting. Not everyone will know what those are. Also, do not use sarcasm. People will not know if you're kidding or not when you print it. They can't read your face and your personality. So if you say it, they're going to think you mean it. And we have had some people on controversial issues make a facetious sort of statement that has caused problems because people thought they were being serious. So say what you mean, say it clearly. Another type of assignment we'll do each week, or most weeks, will be a web assignment. I will give you a link to some video or possibly some reading material that will have to do with what we're covering, and then I'll ask you some questions. Material to educate you on the topic and give you certain ideas, but then be sure you process it yourself, come up with your own opinions, and put it in your own words. I have had students that have gotten in trouble for this before, and you need to be sure you also understand the college's policies about plagiarism and cheating. You can be removed from the course. You can also be removed from the school. So be sure you understand the policies and do your own work. Another type of assignment that you'll have this semester will be a research paper. And we will do that about midway through the course after we finished the midterm exam. That way you can finish studying up for the midterm exam, finish with it, and then we'll work for the next couple of weeks on this paper. It will be 2 to 4 pages in length. I will put all the guidelines and requirements for that on the course webpage, so you'll follow those. And you will turn it in to me through a site called turnitin.com, which helps detect plagiarism. And you will actually be able to use the site to take a look at your page yourself to see if anything in your page looks like it's been plagiarized or is too close to someone else's idea before you even submit it. It can be a tool that will help you not make mistakes, and then of course when you turn it in to me, it will help me know if you have done your paper on your own without copying someone else's ideas. You will also be assessed with some quizzes over units. The end up making C's and D's on this when it's practically a give-me grade for an A. You can use your notes. Please do get a good grade on this to help pad your average. And the type of questions that you see on there will help prepare you for the type of questions that you will see again on the midterm and possibly the final. Then, the big grades are your two exams. There will be a midterm exam and there will be a final exam. Each of those will account for 20% of your grade. So together those two are about 40%, almost half of your grade. You'll take your exams at the on-campus testing center. So this will not be online. It will not be open notes. You'll need to know your material. The midterm will cover the first 3 units, everything you've learned. It will be somewhere between 75 and 100 questions. And then there will also, on your final exam, be about 75 to 100 questions, but it will cover all 5 units. So you want to be sure, once you've learned the material, don't forget about it. Kind of keep looking back, reviewing, remembering what you've learned as you go, so that at the end, you'll know it all well enough to do well on the exam. And the big thing is, if you do the work along the way, you do the weekly work, and you get good grades on that, that will help pad your average so that you will have a good, solid average, so that if you don't do as well on the exams, you'll still be okay. If you blow it on the daily work and get zeros on that and don't turn it in, then you're bringing your average down, and that forces you to make a really high grade on these exams, which is not the way you want to go about it. So do good work, pad your average, make it as high as you can, so that when the exams come around, you don't have to sweat it as much. Now, there's a lot of resources I'll have to help you out. First of all, on the course page, there is a study guide for every unit. And if you print that out, it has the main terms and the main concepts that you need to be looking for as you study. Print it out, look it over, and keep it with you as you go through your reading and as you go through the online notes, and that'll help you know what's important to learn. Also, I'll have a set of online PowerPoint-style notes that you can go through in addition to what you've read. And if you find things on the study guide that are not in your textbook reading, they will be in the online notes. So be sure you go over both of those very well. In addition to that, you have the internet, where you can look up things that you may not be finding elsewhere. You have the library, which you will be able to use to look up things. And you have me. Please do, if you have questions or you're having trouble figuring something out, give me an email. Then you could give me a call. If you have technical problems with your computer or something like that, I'm probably not the best person to help you out with that. We have the help desk at Kilgore College, and those guys are the ones who can help you work out your technical difficulties with any computer problems you're having. So please contact them if you're having that type of problem. And of course, that brings me to a very important point. Do not procrastinate. Don't wait till the end of a week to start your work, because if you end up with a problem at the end of the week, there may be points there. And I would suggest at least by Friday, if you're taking a quiz that week, be trying to log on and take your quiz. That way you've still got time to contact me and get some help if you're having a problem of some sort, or at least let me know you're having the problem so that we can get it fixed. Don't wait till Sunday night. Assignments come due at midnight on Sunday, and if they're not completed at that time, then they're going to be a 0, even the big grades. So be sure you know the due date for everything. Exams, they'll have a due date midweek because they have to be done on campus. Be sure you meet all your due dates. Don't wait till the last minute. Finally, and one more thing, care early in the semester. Start doing well early. Don't wait till the end to start trying. I've had students come to me the last 2 weeks of the course and say, is there any extra credit I can do? No, I don't do extra credit. I want you to spend your effort doing the coursework all along the way and really learn something in the course. So don't wait till the last minute. Do good work all the way along, and you should do well. And that's my goal. I want you to do well. I want you to get the credit that you're working for. I want you to learn a little bit about American history. This helps you learn about your country, learn about why we are what we are today, and hopefully will give you some good insight into life. So really try to get something out of this course. And lastly, I'm here to help you. I want you to succeed, but really you are your best teacher. I can't be over your shoulder all the time making sure you're doing your work. So be motivated, push yourself, make sure you do the work. Let me know if there's anything I can do. And I look forward to seeing you do well this semester.